Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing a deep dive into mental laws.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah.
These are like these unseen forces that shape our reality.
Yeah.
And we're going to explore these insights today from Brian Tracy,
Yeah. He is great.
who's like a master of personal development.
For sure.
And he's got some really powerful techniques to help you harness these laws for success and happiness.
Right.
So
Yeah, buckle up.
it's
Give
going to
us
be
the
it's
bait.
going to be really interesting.
It is.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not just about
Yeah.
you know,
Fluffy self-help.
feeling good.
Yeah.
It's about practical tools you can use
Yeah.
right now
Yes.
to change your life
Exactly.
trajectory.
Okay, so let's unpack this first law,
Okay.
the law of belief.
Okay.
So Tracy makes this bold statement.
Right.
Whatever you believe with deep conviction
Yeah.
becomes your reality.
That's powerful stuff.
Right.
And he shares the story about his friend Peter Daniels, who studied 500 wildly successful people.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Right?
What did they find?
So the common thread
Yeah.
was unshakable self-belief.
Oh, wow.
Every one of them
Wow.
had this unshakable belief in themselves and their ability to achieve great things.
That's so
It
interesting.
really underscores the power of belief
Right.
in shaping our reality.
So if we could install any belief
Right.
into our minds,
Yeah.
like a program on a computer,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Yeah.
What one belief would radically change your life for the better?
Yeah. That's a profound question
I know it's a big one.
to consider.
Yeah.
Like, imagine the potential if you truly believed in your capacity
Yeah.
for success, for happiness. But of course, there's the flip side that limiting beliefs, those pesky negative thoughts that hold us back.
Yes, we've all got those.
We all
Little
do.
voices in our heads telling us we're not good enough,
Right.
not smart enough, not whatever.
Exactly. And that's where the real work begins.
Yes.
Challenging those negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Reframing obstacles
Yeah.
as stepping stones rather than roadblocks.
I love that.
Right.
Okay.
So this leads us to the law of expectations. What you expect with confidence tends to materialize.
Okay.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So if you expect success,
Mm-hmm.
you're more likely to achieve it.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Tracy tells this incredible anecdote about a businessman
Okay.
who received a check supposedly from John D. Rockefeller.
Wait, seriously?
Yep.
The John D. Rockefeller.
The one and only.
Wow.
Now, it was likely a delusion.
Okay.
But here's the thing. His belief in that check,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't real,
Right.
sparked a total shift in his mindset.
Wow.
He took it as a sign.
Yeah.
Things were turning around.
Yeah.
And guess what? His business boomed.
Wow, that's wild.
It is.
It's like the power of belief created its own reality.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what can we learn from this? Are there practical things that we can do
Absolutely.
to harness that same power?
Tracy suggests a simple but powerful affirmation.
Okay.
I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today.
I love that.
Repeating that can actually cultivate a mindset
Yeah.
of positive expectancy.
It's like setting an intention for your day.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like priming your brain
Yeah.
to look for opportunities and possibilities.
Love it. Simple, yet so potent.
Right.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued by this next one. The law of correspondence.
Okay.
The idea that your outer world
Yeah.
is a reflection of your inner world.
This law is all about the interconnectedness
Okay.
of our internal and external realities.
Yeah.
It suggests that if you want to change your outer world,
Uh-huh.
your circumstances, your relationships, your experiences,
Right.
you need to start by changing your inner world.
Okay.
Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions.
So it's not just about wishing and hoping
No.
for things to change externally.
It's an inside job.
We have to look inward first.
Precisely. It's about creating what Tracy calls a mental equivalent
Okay.
of what you desire.
I like that.
It's not about passive daydreaming.
Right.
It's about holding a clear mental picture, a vision,
Yeah.
while taking consistent action to make it a reality.
I love that. And he uses this great analogy of a magnifying glass.
Yes.
Focusing sunlight to create fire.
Such a good one.
Right.
It emphasizes the power of concentrated thought.
Yes.
All that focused energy like sunlight through a magnifying glass can spark real-world change.
I love that analogy.
Thank you.
So how do we practically do this?
Wow.
How do we focus our thoughts and energy to manifest the things that we want in our lives?
Tracy suggests writing down your desired outcomes on cards
Okay.
and placing them strategically
Yeah.
where you'll see them throughout the day.
Oh, I like that.
It's like having mini vision boards all around you.
Like little nudges from your future self.
Exactly.
I love that.
Constantly reminding you of what you're working toward.
Okay, so does that mean we should be shouting our goals from the rooftops?
Not quite.
Okay.
Tracy emphasizes the importance of keeping your aspirations to yourself.
Oh.
During this process,
Oh.
sharing them can actually diffuse the focused energy needed for manifestation.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's like the energy needs to be contained and directed inward to fully materialize.
It's like protecting that seed of potential until it's ready to sprout.
Exactly.
Okay, this is all blowing my mind.
Good.
Let's move on to the fourth and final law, the law of attraction.
Okay.
This is probably the most well-known, right?
It is.
The idea that we attract into our lives whatever we focus on.
It is. And for good reason. It's a powerful concept.
Yeah.
Tracy explains it using the idea of sympathetic resonance.
Okay.
Think of two pianos tuned to the same frequency.
Oh, yeah.
If you strike a key on one, the corresponding key on the other piano vibrates in harmony.
I've seen that demonstrated before. It's pretty cool.
It's so cool.
So how does that relate to the law of attraction?
It's the same principle.
Okay.
We are all living magnets, constantly attracting into our lives people and situations that resonate with our dominant thoughts and feelings.
So if we're constantly dwelling on negative thoughts, we're attracting more negativity into our lives.
Unfortunately, yes. That's what Tracy refers to as the law of repulsion.
Oh,
Negative thoughts, criticism, and doubt can repel the very things we desire.
That's a sobering thought.
It is.
But there's good news too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we can intentionally attract positive experiences by shifting our focus.
Absolutely. Abraham Lincoln said it beautifully.
Okay.
That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well.
I love that.
It's so inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a reminder that success and happiness aren't reserved
Totally.
for a select few.
Yeah.
It all comes down to cultivating the right mindset.
It all starts in the mind.
It does.
So true.
By aligning our thoughts and beliefs with those who have already achieved what we desire, we create a powerful resonance that can attract similar results into our own lives.
I love that.
It's like tapping into a universal frequency of success.
Yes.
Like we're all tuning forks vibrating at different frequencies.
Yeah.
And we attract what vibrates at the same frequency as us.
Oh, that's such a good analogy.
Isn't it?
It makes the law of attraction so tangible.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a good one.
Okay, so what does all this mean for us? Like, why does this matter?
It means we have way more power over our lives than we realize.
Yeah.
By understanding these mental laws, we can consciously shape our reality.
Right.
Create a life that aligns with our deepest desires.
We're not just a passive bystander.
Yeah.
We're an active creator.
Exactly.
Yes.
And here's where it gets even more fascinating.
Okay.
Tracy emphasizes that these four laws are interconnected.
Oh, interesting.
They work together to create our reality.
Okay, so let's connect the dots. How do these laws interact with each other?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
Our beliefs shape our expectations, which then influence the energy we radiate.
Right.
That energy, those vibes, are what attract the people and circumstances that align with those beliefs.
It's like a cycle.
It's a continuous cycle.
It all comes back to those core beliefs.
It does. It all starts with those foundational beliefs about ourselves and what's possible for us.
Okay.
If we want to change our lives to reach our full potential, we need to start by examining those beliefs.
So how do we do that?
It starts with awareness.
Okay.
Pay attention to your thoughts.
Okay.
What are the dominant themes running through your mind throughout the day?
Okay.
Are those thoughts mostly positive and empowering, or are they rooted in fear and doubt?
Like taking inventory of your mental landscape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you're aware of those thought patterns, you can start to consciously shift them. If you notice yourself dwelling on negativity, make a choice to replace those thoughts with something more positive and affirming.
Okay.
It's a process of rewiring.
It's like upgrading the software on your mental computer.
I like that.
Yeah.
And just like with any software upgrade,
Yeah.
it takes time. Be patient with yourself.
Okay.
Celebrate every little victory along the way.
So it's not about berating ourselves for having negative thoughts.
No.
It's about acknowledging them and then choosing to focus on something more empowering.
Precisely.
Okay, I like that.
Celebrate those moments when you catch yourself shifting from a negative thought to a positive one. You're literally rewiring your brain for success and happiness.
Okay, so we've got belief, we've got expectations, we've got actions. But where does the law of correspondence fit into this whole cycle?
The law of correspondence reminds us that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world.
Yeah.
So as we diligently work on shifting those beliefs and expectations, we'll naturally start to see changes in our external circumstances.
It's like as we raise our internal vibration, as we become more positive and aligned with our desires, we attract higher frequency experiences.
Exactly.
I like that.
It's about becoming a vibrational match for the things we want to experience.
Wow. Okay. Let's pause for a second. We've covered so much ground.
We have.
It's a lot to take in. Let's do a quick recap of these 4 mental laws.
Sure. Okay.
First, we have the law of belief. What you believe with conviction becomes your reality.
Yes. Then we have the law of expectations. What you confidently expect to happen tends to come true.
Next is the law of correspondence. Our outer world reflects our inner world.
And finally, the law of attraction, attracts. We are constantly drawing into our lives the people and circumstances that resonate with our dominant thoughts and feelings.
And the key takeaway here is that these laws are all interconnected.
Right.
They're not working in isolation.
Yeah.
They work together to shape our experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question for you and for everyone listening. If you could choose just one of these mental laws to really focus on for the next week, which would it be? And more importantly, why?
That's a great question. It's like choosing a superpower to develop.
I know.
Each law offers a unique pathway to transformation.
It's hard to pick just one.
It is, but let's try.
Okay.
What resonates with you the most?
I think for me, I'd focus on the law of belief.
Okay.
It feels like the bedrock,
the
foundation for everything else. If you believe in yourself and your ability to create a great life, then anything is possible.
That's a powerful choice.
Yeah.
And remember, the more you nurture that belief, the more evidence you'll see of its power in your life.
Right.
It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
The more you believe, the more you achieve, and the stronger that belief becomes.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful cycle.
It is. What about you? Which law pulls at you the most?
I'm drawn to the law of attraction. I love the idea that we're all these powerful magnets drawing to us experiences that match our vibrational frequency.
That's a powerful one to focus on.
Yeah.
It's all about taking ownership of the energy we're putting out into the world.
And recognizing that we can shift that energy anytime we choose.
Yes.
We're not victims of circumstance. We're creators.
We are.
Yeah, it is incredibly empowering to realize that we're not just along for the ride. We can actually steer the ship.
Absolutely.
So to speak.
And that's the beauty of understanding these mental laws.
Yeah.
They're not just abstract concepts.
Right.
They're tools for creating the life we want.
Okay, so what's like one small step that our listeners can take today to start applying these principles in their own lives? What's one tangible action?
Start with awareness.
Okay.
Take a few minutes each day to simply observe your thoughts.
Okay.
What are the recurring themes? Are your thoughts mostly positive and empowering? Or are they dominated by fear and doubt? Just becoming aware of those patterns is huge.
So notice those thoughts then. How do we start changing those patterns?
Once you're aware, you can start to consciously shift those thoughts.
Okay.
If you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, gently redirect your focus.
Yeah.
Replace those negative thoughts with more positive and affirming ones.
So it's like training a muscle.
It is.
The more we practice shifting our thoughts, the stronger that mental muscle becomes.
Exactly. And like any new skill, it takes time and patience.
Right.
Be kind to yourself throughout the process.
Yeah.
Celebrate those small victories. Every time you catch a negative thought and choose to replace it with a more positive one, you're rewiring your brain for success.
Oh, I love that. Celebrate those small wins. It's like giving yourself positive reinforcement for creating positive change.
Absolutely. And remember, these mental laws, they're not just about achieving external success.
Right.
They're also about cultivating inner peace and happiness.
That's such a good point. It's about aligning our inner and our outer world to create a life that feels truly fulfilling.
Exactly. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
Both internally and externally.
I loved it. Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
I think so, too.
We've explored some really powerful concepts.
We have.
That have the potential to radically transform our lives.
Absolutely.
It all starts with that decision to step into our power, to become conscious creators of our own reality.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes, thank you.
Into the world of mental laws. We hope you found it insightful, inspiring, and empowering. Until next time, keep believing, keep growing, and keep expanding into the infinite possibilities that life has to offer.